Hello, this is Matt Forrester. Welcome to the official Boyzone interview. We're here today in London to speak to the UK's biggest band, and we have the questions that you want answered. We've managed to track them down as they prepare to release their greatest hits album. They're all here. We've got Stephen.
Hello.
You okay, Stephen?
Very well, thank you.
Good to meet you. You've got Vernon as well.
How you doing? How are you, Matt? Good to see you.
Shane's over there. We've got Keith.
Hello, excuse Shane, he says hello as well.
And Mike as well.
How you doing? Hello.
So basically, we're going to go through all of the tracks on the greatest hits record. We're going to talk about them, and the fans are going to find out what you actually think about them.
Okay.
So first of all, let's just clear something up. I'm sure you're going to be asked this loads until the next few months, and you've answered it so many times already. Lots of rumours around about you splitting up, about you going your separate ways. And a greatest hits record, does that mean the end of Boyzone?
No, not hello. This is Ronan here. Not at all. To be honest, we've already penciled in dates for the Christmas tour and a fourth album coming up. You know, basically, the rumours came from the actions that Stephen and myself and Mikey and Shane and Keith are doing over the next year, because we've all got solo projects coming up in the next year. I've got a solo single, so is Stephen, Mikey, Shane's race driving, Keith is TV presenting. We're all doing separate things, and it's understandable that the public are out there thinking, hang on, the lads breaking up, they have a greatest hits album, they're going to call it a day. So by no means is that going to happen. I have to talk fast, Shane. Take a breath.
Vernon's just desperate to clear it all up, aren't you?
Yes, basically.
Okay, so let's start with Love Me For A Reason then. Your first ever single, done by the Osmonds before, released back in November '94, got to number 2. Your first single, how did it feel, Stephen, to release that first record?
We were very nervous. We didn't know how successful it was going to be, whether it was going to be number 20 or number 30, 40 or in the top 10. We had no idea. And I think it went in at number 10 and then climbed up the charts to number 2, and it was just an amazing feeling for us. We were very, very pleased, very happy, and it just showed that, you know, all the hard work that we done on that single paid off, and we were able to go home with
tenor.
To be very, very proud of ourselves.
So, I mean, you must have been really sort of scared that it wouldn't get anywhere. I mean, how did it feel to actually be releasing that first single? Weren't you scared it wouldn't get anywhere?
Ain't out to your car.
I'm busy now.
Oh, you're busy now, are you?
Oh, yeah.
I only suits you when you want to talk to
Let's go with Shane on that one. How did it feel that first single?
the question. Well, I mean, we had a fair idea it was going to do all right, because we were doing very well on the Smash Hits Roadshow, you know. We were having them as the vote things go in every night, the competition thing, you know, best band on the road, and we were doing very, very well with that. So we knew something good was going to come out. We didn't actually think a number 2 now for the Christmas time, but most certainly we knew we'd have a top 10 anyway. But yeah, it was very nerve-wracking stuff, you know. We were all very young at the time. It was a big part of our lives.
Okay, let's go with your next track then. Key to My Life, your second single, written by yourselves, came out in April, got to number 3. Let's just talk to Keith about that.
Yeah, Key to My Life, it was, as you said already, a self-penned song by Boyzone. It was our second single, yeah. And it achieved number 3 in the charts, I think you said. That was fantastic for the time. The video was good fun making. We kind of went back in time a bit. I think it was in the 50s or the 60s. We kind of got into character and dressed up as if we were all going to school. And
Stephen
we had a really good looking... sorry, Shane, would you like to finish the answer?
Yeah, Stephen's busy behind the door, right?
No, we just had a really good looking teacher that Stephen fancied and stuff like that. And bit of fun actually making the video. It was good fun, good song.
Is it more nerve-wracking releasing a single that you've written yourself rather than, you know, doing a cover? Does it feel different to release a record that you've wrote yourself?
Of course, it's nerve-wracking releasing a song at any stage. You know, we've always been very nervous about it, and even now after 13 hit singles, we still get nervous. We've got a new single coming out soon. You Needed Me, and probably by the time this interview goes out, the single will have come out. But there's logic in that, you know what I mean. But no, it can be nerve-wracking all the time, yeah. And it's exciting too to watch it climb the charts and listen to the midweeks and stuff like that.
You're only as big as your last song, so that's why it's always very nerve-wracking.
Shut up, you tick.
You're then bits.
One of the questions we've been sent in from a fan is from Amy in Cork. It's a really good question. She wants to know how it made you feel the first time you saw the sign they've got for you at Dublin International Airport.
Well,
now tell us,
ultra cool.
It was good, but it was a bit embarrassing.
It was good 4 years ago. It
was a bit embarrassing, yeah. They haven't changed it in 4 years anyway.
It's still the same, is it?
Well, actually, no.
Second
they
album.
replaced it one time, but just with the same photograph, you know. because I think somebody had spat on her or something that was there that long that it actually wore off the paintwork.
And they had faces on me, they gave me a beard and a pair of sunglasses.
It was a bit embarrassing, you know, every time you come into the airport and you'd be coming down on the escalator and you see the photograph in.
Gave Shane horns.
Okay, so next single to talk about then is Father and Son, which was done by Cat Stevens, of course, released in November '95. Got to number 2. Now, a lot of people have said that was a slightly change in direction for you. Did you know about that change in direction, or was it just the follow-on from the last one?
Well, I think it was a surprise.
Yeah, it was a surprise.
It was a surprise of choice of songs, really.
Who chose to do the song?
Should I go back in time and tell the story?
Ronan, tell the story.
I sang the song at the auditions.
So was it your choice to do?
It was my choice, the song, basically. Alright, I started off the band.
Don't be throwing flowers at yourself.
No, I sang the song at the auditions, and I really liked the song, and I asked Louis could I record it. I went and recorded for £500 in STS Studios. It became the B-side of Working My Way Back to You, our first single. And from there, the radio started to play the B-side, so we just decided to get it recorded properly, so we went to London. We got it recorded properly, it went onto the album. And there was such interest on the album that they decided to release it as a single, and obviously before No Matter What, it was our biggest selling single to date, you know. Yeah. That song was around in the UK charts for well into January after being released for the Christmas.
That was another Christmas number 2.
Did you feel a slightly more adult direction though? Was that a big change? Because I mean,
No, we're still very much kids.
you're still kids, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can tell.
Question from Anna in Iceland on the internet, wants to know, do you get a chance to look at the Boyzone websites, and do you enjoy surfing the internet in your spare time?
Can I just say something there, right?
Sure.
I've tried to get onto the Boyzone internet, I don't know how many times, and I can never get onto it.
But you need a computer.
You see, Mark, it's that PC you need. So, I mean, apparently you can get onto the Boyzone website. Have any of you checked it out? Stephen's seen it.
It's a very good website. We have a lot of control over it ourselves. We take a lot of pictures and put them on, and let our fans know exactly what we're doing and where we've been. And it's just a very interesting way of communicating with our fans, and a lot of our fans do go on the internet.
The reason Mikey probably didn't get on the internet is because there's a problem with the company. No, seriously, there's a problem with the company. There's a problem with our old internet company, and we're actually changing to a new net company. So any of the fans who are out there who couldn't get on the net, hang on a while, a couple more weeks, we're getting a new company involved, and it'll be back online very soon.
It'll be easy for you.
It'll be the same address though, www.boyzone.co.uk.
Excellent. Okay, let's talk about Words, which was out in October '96. Your first number 1, I think I'm right in saying
That's
there.
right, you are indeed, man.
Done by the Bee Gees. Done my research, you see, Ronan.
No,
I'm there
good
with
man
you.
yourself. We appreciate that.
So who decided to do a Bee Gees song? Was that a group decision or?
Actually, I'll tell you the story that happened with that song. We were all up in
go
Belfast.
again.
We were all. I remember it
Ronan
clearly.
stories.
So you remember that well?
Yeah, we were all up in Belfast doing a show, and Louis turned up with the Bee Gees CD. Now, to be honest with you, I'm a fan of the Bee Gees, but I didn't even know words. I know Mikey knew words, and he liked it a lot. So when Louis said to Mikey, you know, what do you think it was? Yeah, lovely song. We'd love to do it. Whatever.
Then he says to me, I don't think I shite with you.
So anyway, we went onto our tour bus and we played the song Words, and we all agreed on it definitely as a single. That would have been 4 tours ago maybe.
Easily.
And we recorded it with Harding and Kerno in London, and it became a single, the first single off a Different Beat album, and it became our first number 1. And it's actually, we did, I got a chance to perform it live on stage in the ODS with the Bee Gees, and then we did an audience with the Bee Gees in London, and they were asked a question, what's your favourite band that has covered a song of yours, and favourite version of that song? And he said, well, a lot of people have covered our songs, from Elvis Presley to 911 to, you know, plenty of people. And he said actually our favourite version of any of the songs is Boyzone and Words. So to us it was an incredible honour. We were very, very honoured.
I mean, were you scared when you originally sang it that they might not be happy with it? They might not like it.
Cheers, man. Thanks a
What,
lot.
the Bee Gees?
Mind
Yeah.
that tick there in the left.
No, we didn't care less, really.
You weren't bothered.
It was
You just
more-
did it anyway, weren't you?
It was more a case of we were releasing the song. I mean, if they rang up and they said they didn't like it, well, alright, we say, well, so what, you know what I mean, we'd retaliate, but because he said they did like it, well, that was, I don't know, more emotional.
Because when you do covers, do you purposely try and make them better than their version,
No.
or just different?
No, you can't do that. You see, that's why people cause problems when covering songs.
Tell them the story though.
Right, I'll go back in time again.
There's another story.
When I was 8,
Oh, jeez, bring me back to 1999.
no, I think you can do yourself damage when you try to better a record.
You do it the way you want.
Yeah, do it to the best ability you see fit,
Yeah.
and then
When we said it's all right, that's grand.
So you just do it your own way.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely.